Alright, what's going on everyone? So in this video we're going to be taking a look at some basic physics concepts. Now let me change the background to white and we'll work our way down. So you can see Physics 101, any quantity which has both magnitude and directions is a vector, and any quantity which has magnitude only is a scalar. Alright, so as you may have guessed, today's topic is going to be on vectors and scalars, and we're going to be drawing out some common diagrams in physics. Alright, so this will be an example of the parallelogram law. Parallelogram law. Okay, so what the parallelogram law states is that if two vectors are represented by two adjacent sides, AB and AD, of a parallelogram, ABCD, then the diagonal, AC, represents their resultant. So what the heck does that mean? Well, we're going to do that now. And you'll see that this is a really handy little tool for finding out angles and resultants and forces. So we'll draw out the diagram now for you. So I had to, apologies for my, it's kind of awkward drawing them with this pen. So now we'll have this square, and we're going to have a resultant line here. This will be and this should be connecting up with that other corner. So we will have, this will be our angle theta. This will be our angle 90 minus theta. Nice. And we'll have an or sine theta here. And then we will have an A and a D, and this will be our C, and down here we will have our B. So AB, AD, AC, and we'll have or cos theta. There we go. Now let's change to our red color. So we have red now. Yep. Always got to change color sometimes, keep it exciting. Alright, so a vector has no components at right angles to itself is another thing you should remember here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do some calculations with this to find a resultant. And our resultant is this diagonal line here. Okay, so say we had the distance, this horizontal distance, which would be AB, is equal to 100. And if you had an angle of theta equal to 200, or if you had an angle theta equal to, let's just say 50. Now to calculate the resultant, which is this line here, going up diagonally, what you would do is you would have or cos, so that's the function on your calculator, the cos, and you will have your value 50 in here, and you will have this equal to AB, which is this 100, as you can see up here. So now how you calculate this is you do or is equal to 100 over cos 50. So you'd be dividing by that. Now if we enter it on the calculator, I have my calculator here, so I'll enter it really quick. 100 over cos 50, and if we enter that now, we'll get equals to 155. And we'll go with meters, as meters is the standard unit. Meters. Alright, so we can rub that out now. We'll get our eraser tool. Now let's say we wanted to calculate the resultant from a vertical value. or going upwards. So let's say we had AD here on our diagram. AD, we'll have to switch to our brush tool again, and let's say we had AD. Okay, AD, and we'll do or sine theta, which is another function on your calculator. You can see if you have a Casio calculator, you can just look up to the top right and you'll see all your functions: tan, cos, sine. Okay, and we'll have this equal to 100 for AD. And now if we say we wanted to calculate the resultant from this, we could do or sine 50 equal to 100. Alright, very good. Now if we, so or would be equal to 100 over sine of 50. And now we'll put that into our calculator. So sine, enter it in, 100 over sine 50, and we get 130. Alright, we'll write that in, 130 meters, m for meters. Alright, so that's calculating the resultant. Now let's say if we had the resultant, but we wanted to calculate the distance, or like the vertical or horizontal distance. Okay, so let's say we had AD, for example. We wanted to get AD, and we had or. So if we had AD equal to question mark, because we want to know what it is. Oh, we still have our eraser tool. Forgot to switch again to our pen tool. So AD is equal to question mark. And we had or is equal to 100 meters, say. Now how would we get AD? So or sine, this is for the vertical. As you can see up here, AD, because it's going upwards, or sine theta is equal to AD. So now we want to calculate or, so or by sine 50 is equal to AD, which we want to get to know, and we know that or is equal to 100, so we'd have 100 by sine of 50 over here. 50 is equal to AD. So now if we enter that in on our calculator, 100 sine 50, and then we go equal to, and that's 76.6 meters. So now we'll get our pen tool again, and we'll write in here 76 is equal to AD, and we get 0.6, but we'll just round it, 76, and then we can do 76 meters equals to AD, and we'll switch it over to this side. AD is equal to 76 meters. Alright, getting a bit squished here now. So that's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been the parallelogram law and an introduction to vectors and scalars. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to give you a nice smiley face for an outro over here on the left, and we'll give you a good thumbs up. Be sure to like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thumbs up.